بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيد الأولين والآخرين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. نويت تعلم وتعليم والذكر والتذكير ونفع والانتفاع والإفادة والاستفادة والحث على التمسك بكتاب الله وبسنة رسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم دعاء الهدى ودلالة على الخير ابتغاء وجه الله ومرضاته وقربه وثوابه سبحانه وتعالى. Okay, right. So, how are we getting on? Are we good? Smile. Be happy. What's that to be sad about? Right. So, okay. So, as you've noticed, we're doing some very quite content-heavy classes. Yeah. I want to kind of just basically get through a lot of the content that we've got. As you will notice, a lot of the stuff we've gone through already, yeah? But it's just piecing it all together now, yeah? So like I said, inshallah, it will get better than this. Once we piece all of this stuff together and go through all of the content, then inshallah we'll start doing the fun stuff like reading the book and everything like that. The book and everything, I'll buy the books for everybody, okay? We can print out and do PDF and stuff, but I think we can just have a book, yeah? So you can get the actual book, which is the Qasas and Nabiyyin book. We'll just read it from there. But remember what the key thing that I said, no annotations, just reading, no pens allowed, okay? We're gonna just read and use our brains and focus and pick up things, brain work now, bro. No annotations, yeah? Because can't annotate when reading the Quran, isn't it? Yeah, when we're reading Quran normally, we're not gonna sit there annotating, well, this is the mubtada and this is the khabar. It's gotta work like clockwork, yeah? So inshallah, we'll start that process, yeah? And we'll finish the qasas and then we'll move forward. Anyway, so obviously kind of stuff that we've gone through already. Recapping, obviously nouns have 4 properties: status, gender, number, and type. Okay, and we've gone through all of this. Status includes obviously things that are ghayr munsarif, things that are mabni, things that are mu'rab. Okay, and obviously how these show pronouns attached and detached. Type is if it's ma'rifa or nakira, if it's done al, if it doesn't have an al, and the implications of that. Gender, everything's masculine apart from those 6 signs of femininity, okay, which we've gone through already, right? And then number, singular and then separate one for dual, and then plural is obviously 3 types of meaning, broken plurals, and then sound plurals with the unas and the inas and the arts and all that kind of stuff, yeah? So that was obviously nouns, yeah? Then we looked at fragments, yeah? So fragments are what? Fragments are some words put together, but they're not a full sentence, yeah? So we looked at 5 of these, yeah? So you have idafa, mudaf, mudaf ilayh. We kind of spoke about the issue of a special mudaf, which is basically the zarf, yeah? Like yawma, and khalfa, and wara'a, and tahta, and fawqa, all of these are mudaf. It makes the word after it, mudaf ilayh, yeah? It's a jar. Jar majroor, straightforward, yeah? The harf jar whenever it comes. Ism ishara, hada, hadihi. What do we say if, and you will see this in the homework, that if you're doing ishara of a mudaf, where does the ishara go? After, yeah? Yawmikum hada, liqa'a yawmikum hada, like that, yeah? Like so, right? And we looked at the harf nasib, yeah? Inna, annaka, anna, lakinna, and la'alla. Okay? So what does it do? It makes the word after it, nasab. Right? So that's fragments, yeah? So it's pretty straightforward. You got any questions on that? It's all straightforward, yeah? Alright then. So today we're going to go through so I mentioned this no, I didn't mention it with you guys. I mentioned it with another class. I mentioned it, and so basically there's 2 types of sentence in Arabic, yeah? Oh, we mentioned it last week. The 2 types of sentence in Arabic, yeah? Verbal and nominal. Nominal sentence has a noun, starts off with it has like a bucket, yeah? The nominal sentence has an is in there. So you have whatever's before the is and whatever's after the is, yeah? So for example, one is brave. Yeah. So one is the first word. We would describe that as what mubtada. Yeah. And brave is known as the khabar. Yeah. Now we can develop that mubtada and khabar by making. We could add, like, for example, these fragments that we've gone through. Yeah. And we'll see how we go through that. But the point is, it is in there. That's the point you have to remember. That it is in there. So when you have a nominal sentence, what is the sign of a nominal sentence? It starts with a noun. That's the defining factor. Now, as soon as you see that, what should you be thinking? Where is the is? Where is the is? Because you might have a mubtada in the normal sentence. Okay, well, mubtada is only one word, so it must be after the first word. What if the mubtada is more than that? What if the mubtada has been brought forward? Where is the is then? So you got to work out where that is because that's how you translate the sentence. Yeah, that's how you translate the sentence. Yeah, like I gave an example, like what did that say? هذا الرجل. How would you translate that? No. This man. This is ism ishara musharun ilay. This is a fragment. Yeah. What happens if I do this? هذا رجل. This is a man. So the is comes. So nominal sentence, we need to work out where is the is. Yeah, where is the is. So remember what I said last week, and this is why it's important just to make sure we clarify the points that we mentioned. Yeah, ism musharun ilay must have an al. The musharun ilay, that which is coming after the ism ishara, must have al in order for it to be a fragment. If it doesn't, then you have this circumstance. It's a sentence. That's not a fragment anymore. The is there. Yeah? So that's why, just make sure you go over everything that we've gone through. Right. So let's look at sentence. So today we're going to look at the Jumla Ismiya, which is the nominal sentence. Yeah? Right. So, right. So, like I said, nominal sentence is about finding that is, yeah? So you could basically say, like, nominal sentence is like trying to break that chain. You have a chain of words. Where's the break in it? Where is that is? Yeah. So we could say basically finding the is. Right. So there are 5 situations where you'll find the is in a nominal sentence. Okay. The first one is after a ضمير منفصل. What's ضمير منفصل? Nope. That's متصل. Detached pronoun or independent pronoun. Example, هو. What happened? Finding the is. Finding the is. What? You got lost. Yeah. So, like for example, huwa, hum, yeah, anta, yeah, nahnu, ana, all of them, the 14 ones that we've got, yeah, the independent ones. We've done this in class 1, yeah, I listed them all out. So as soon as it comes after that, so as soon as you have that at the start of the sentence, straight away there's an is. Yeah? Straight away there's an is. So let's have a look at some examples that we see. We have, for example, what does Shaitan say? When Allah Ta'ala creates Adam alayhi salam, what does he say to him? Ana khayrun min. I am better than him. So when we say is, you can also say am as well. Yeah? Is or am, it's the kind of same thing, yeah? Or are. Right? So ana is what? Damir munfasil. independent pronoun. So straight after that is the is or its derivative. So Shaitan says, I am better than him, talking about Adam alayhi salam. Right? Antum qawmun musrifun. You are a transgressing people. Antum is what? Independent pronoun. So antum, you group of people are a transgressing people. Yeah? Like so. So here, where is the break? The break is there. Straight after the pronoun. That's the point. That's the point you've got to remember. Straight after the pronoun. Yeah? Okay. Where else do we see it? We see it after the ishara. We see it after the ishara in what case? In the case that the musharun ilay is not ma'rifah, not with that. Because if it is, then what happens? It becomes the ishara fragment. We don't, we're trying to find the is here. Yeah. So for example, هذا من عند الله. This is from Allah. This is from Allah. So هذا there. Okay. تلك آيات نتلوها عليك. These are the verses that we recite upon you. Okay? Tilka. Yeah? Straight after the ishara. Okay? So remember, it's only after the ishara provided that which is being pointed at, i.e. the musharun lay, is nakira, has no al. If it has al, then you've got that construct there. Then it's after that. Yeah, then it's after that. So I'll give you an example where it's after that. So for example, ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه. This book is no doubt, is within it, no doubt. The is comes after, but that is there because the al that's joined together then. Yeah. So remember that it can't have al here. Yeah, it can't be ma'arif. It has to be without that. So after ishara, okay. Another one is after the harf of nasib and its ism. After the harf of nasab and its ism. So what are the harf of nasab? Inna, anna, lakinna, and la'alla. Okay? Ka'anna as well. Inna, anna, ka'anna, lakinna, and la'alla. Right? So if it comes after that and its ism. So if you have the harf and obviously it's the noun after it, which is in the nasab state, after that there'll be the is. Yeah? So we see this in the Quran. I mean, a common one. Inna Allah ma'as sabirin. Yeah. Indeed, Allah is with those who are patient. Yeah. Or if it's a noun which is attached, Okay. إنها بقرة صفراء. Okay. So when the Jews, they said, we read this in Surah Baqarah, when the Jews were told that they have to slaughter a cow, and they asked Musa alayhi salam, go and find out what type of cow it is. So he goes and he comes back and says, إنها بقرة صفراء. So inna is the harf nasib. This ha is its ism attached to it. After that, indeed, it is a baqaratun safra, a yellow cow. Yeah, indeed, it is. Yeah, so that's the harf nasab, and that's the ism of it. Yeah, everyone follow? So that's another time where you see it. Another time that
Can you write all the huruf?
So, okay, we did it in the previous class. Inna, anna. Okay, I'll just. So we have the harf nasab inna, anna, ka'anna, lakinna, la'alla. So inna means indeed, anna means that. So for example, he prayed so that he is successful. Yeah. Ka'anna, as if. Yeah. So then like you say he like they say about one of the companions he described the Prophet Sallam, خُلِقْتَ كأنك قد خلقت كما تشاء. It's as if you were created, you know, without any blemish, without any. So it's as if, like, yeah. Lakinna, we know that means however. And la'alla means maybe, maybe, or perhaps, or possibly. Yeah. Okay. So after the harf nasab and its ism, then we have another one where between a ma'arifa and a nakira. Between a ma'arifa and a nakira. Okay? So where do we see this in Quran? So what is a ma'arifa? Obviously, which has an al, nakira, which is it doesn't. So like basic ma'arifa is when it's proper, yeah, when it's defined what it is. Nakira, which means common, yeah, it's not defined, as we said. So if I say book, that's common. If I say the book, that's proper. It's relating specifically to something. So between them, you'll find is. So for example, if you have Wallahu wasi'un alimun. So that is ma'rifah. This is nakira, this is nakira. So it's in between. Wallahu, and Allah is wasi'un, vast, alimun, all knowing. Yeah? That's another time you see it. Those are the times you see it. Okay? Just remember these now. Yeah? You'll see these often in the Quran, you'll be able to tell. Yeah? Now, how do we do the grammatical analysis of a nominal sentence? Yeah. So, it is a labeling. Nominal sentence, right? We have. When we look at labeling, I want to look at 2 points first. I want to look at it first as a sentence. So, as a sentence, we have before the is. What's before the is? The mubtada. This is basically everything before the is. That's known as the mubtada. Okay? Then you have khabar. everything after this. Right? And then you have what's known as the muta'alliq bil khabar. Whatever attaches onto the khabar, right? Whatever attaches to the khabar, right? So mubtada, khabar, muta'alliq bil khabar. Okay? Right. So let's look at this more at a fragment level. When we have mubtada, you see, mubtada can be a single noun, or it can be a fragment, right? What type of fragment? So let's look at these fragments, okay? Right. So harf nasib and its ism. What type of fragment is that? That is a harf and an ism. Yeah, you have a harf nasib, whatever, inna, that's a harf. What's a harf? A particle. Makes no sense by itself. Then you have an ism. So harf plus particle. That makes that fragment. Okay? What's sifa mawsuf? Sifa mawsuf is ism and ism. Noun and noun. The noun is the one being described is a noun, and the one described is a noun. Yeah? Okay? Like qawlan thaqilan. Qawl is a noun, thaqil is a noun. Because noun and noun, right? Okay, ishara, what is ishara? What is ishara? Is ishara a particle? It was a noun. So it's a noun. Ishara is a noun, and then the one being called upon, well, that's a noun as well. So it's ism and ism. Yeah? What's harf jar? Jar majroor? Yeah, so that's harf and noun, isn't it? Harf and ism. Because you have the harf jar, and then you have the noun after it. Yeah? So I'm just breaking these up as to what they are, you know, breaking that at like a word level. Mudaf mudaf, what's that? Noun and noun? Yeah. So the mudaf has to be a noun, and the mudaf ilayh is a noun. So these are isms, yeah? Two of them are harf and ism. Okay? Now, let's look at this. The mubtada here, okay, the mubtada here, right, can be a single noun, or it can be an ism. And so it can be mawsuf sifa, it can be mudaf nafilay, and it can be ishara. Yeah, so it can be idafa, sifa, and mubtada can also be harf nasib and ism. But it can't be jar majroor. Can't be jar majroor, right? So it's a single noun, or it is simple ism construct, or harf nasib and its ism. But it can't be jar majroor. Okay? Khabar can be a single noun and an ism plus ism construct. Khabar can be. So khabar can be idafa, sifa, and ism ishara. But it can't be harf and ism. Can't be like nasib and ism. Khabar can't. So anything after this, you won't find like, Khalid is, indeed he is. Doesn't make sense, does it? The indeed will come first. Indeed Khalid is, etc. You understand? The nasab element will only be in the mubtada before the is. So indeed X is Y. Yeah? Indeed, that's the whole point of the harf nasab. Right. What's this muta'alliq with? So the muta'alliq with is I'm joining a bit slow at the moment. So what is the muta'alliq? Yeah. So the muta'alliq is, you know, we see, yeah, basically muta'alliq is either jar majroor or special mudaf, and it's mudaf ilayh. So it's either jar majroor or it's mudaf, or it's special mudaf and it's mudaf ilayh. So jar majroor is jar majroor, yeah. What's special mudaf? Zarf. Basically the zarf concept, yeah. So let's give an example, some examples of these, yeah, so we understand it. So let's say we have Inna abana lafi dalalin mubin. Who said this? Brothers of Yusuf. So brothers of Yusuf, out of their jealousy for Yusuf and the jealousy of the love that Yaqub had for his father, they said, Inna abana lafi dalalin mubin. So okay, so let's break this up. Okay, so inna is what? Yes. Well, it's indeed, but it's a nasib, yeah. So let's try a different color. So this is a nasib. Okay. Abana, in respect of the nasib, is what? It's ism. Okay. So that's one construct, isn't it? That's a harf nasib and it's ism. That's a fragment. So what does that mean now after this? Is there. Okay. That's is. Right? Everything after it now. So what's happening now? Lafi dalalin mubin. So what is la here? That's just for emphasis. That's for emphasis. Don't worry about that. Okay. Fi dalalin mubin. What's fi dalalin mubin?
Jar
majroor. Where's the khabar? Huh? Where's the khabar? So jar majroor is what? Muta'alliq. Yeah? Because we said basically khabar can't be jar majroor. Only muta'alliq could be jar majroor, yeah? So this is the muta'alliq. Muta'alliq, yeah? Where's the khabar? No, it's muta'alliq. Is there a khabar? No, this is a thing. It's muta'alliq. Khabar can't be jar majroor. We just said khabar can't be jar majroor. There's no khabar. There is no khabar. Yeah? There's no khabar. Where is the khabar? Right? So, look, remember this. Remember this. Right? Lafi dalal mubin is jar majroor. Khabar can't be jar majroor. It can either be single noun or ism fragment. The muta'alliq to it is what? So the grammarians say, right, and this is a bit thingy, but we're going to go into this where you have sometimes these parts are missing. But the grammarians say that the khabar is hidden, it's thabitan. Thabit. So what are we saying here? Indeed, our father is definitely in clear misguidance. That's what they're saying, right? Now, indeed, our father, Muqtada, that's fine, is fine. Lafi dalal mubin, we're saying, is definitely in clear misguidance. Thabitan, right? You could say is basically the khabar saying, like, the lafi dalal mubin, thabit, like that's there, it's there. That's what thabit means. Like if you have thabat in something, you have firmness. So it's saying like, indeed our father is in dalal mubin, right? Let me progress a bit further, then I'll go back to this because I think we're a bit confused.
It's not a very good example.
Okay, I'll think of a better example. Right? A better example is, okay, this is a much better example. There we go. Inna salataka sakanun lahum. Okay, so let's break this down then. Yeah. Inna nasib. Salataka. Salata, there, that's its ism. So that's harf nasib and its ism. Therefore, what does it mean straight after that? Is. Right? Is. The word after it, sakanun. Sakanun. Khabar. Yeah. Lahum. What's lahum? Jar majroor. La is li basically, and whom is attached pronoun. This is jar majroor, this is mutalik. That's it. Khabar. Yeah. So this is the mubtada, this is the khabar, this is the mutalik. You get it? That's how it works. Sorry, that's a bad example. I thought it was a good example at the time, but probably not. Right, that's a better, more easier one. Okay? So identifying the is there, identifying that as being the mubtada, and understanding that it can be a single noun or a noun plus noun or a harf nasab and a noun. In this circumstance, harf nasab and noun. Then is, then after it, whatever it is, okay, it could be a single noun. In this case, it's a single noun. And then after that is what attaches to it, the muta'alliq. Muta'alliq means has ta'alluq with something. Urdu, yeah? Ta'alluq hai iske saath. Means attached to it. That lahum can't attach to inna salataka. It has to attach to sakanun, tranquility. Yeah? Okay.
It's like more detailed about the
Yeah,
khabar.
yeah.
Like we could have just, if that sentence could have ended at second.
Sakanun, yeah, indeed, your prayer is tranquility. But in the context, it's relating specifically
You can
to the
add more
believers.
things to it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay? Right. Let's complicate things a bit now. Right? If they were already. So, first of all, let's look at abnormal patterns. Because what's the pattern we've got so far? The pattern is mubtada plus khabar plus muta'alliq. Yeah? That's the order we've got. Mubtada, khabar, muta'alliq. Inna salataka sakanun lahum. That's it. Okay? So, what happens, there are certain times when you have abnormal patterns. One time is when you have mubtada, then the muta'alliq, then the khabar. So the muta'alliq and the khabar, they switch places. They switch places. And a classic example of this is one that we see regularly. Wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadirun. So let's break this up. Wallahu, single noun, mubtada. What does that mean straight after that? Is. Okay. So that's mubtada. Ala, oh, harf jar. But this definitely can't be khabar then. Because no harf jar is in khabar. Ala kulli shay'in. Ala kulli shay'in. So this is mudaf, mudaf ilay, mudaf ilay. Compound, like chain, yeah? So that, remember, it can't, can't have harf jar as a khabar. So therefore, this must be the muta'alliq. And then qadirun, well, that's a single noun, so that's the khabar. So you see how they switched over? See how they switched over? What does this do for us in terms of meaning? This brings two rhetorical benefits, okay? Which I suggest you put in a different color because it just makes it more special. The first thing is tawqid, which is emphasis. You're emphasizing a point. The second one is ihtimam. What does ihtimam mean in Urdu? Ihtimam means?
Make special arrangements.
Special. Like in Arabic, ihtimam means like importance. Importance. Yeah? So here we are emphasizing what? We are emphasizing the tawqid is on the muta'alliq. The emphasis is on ala kulli shay. So Allah above all things, that's the point. The key thing is above all things. Every single possible thing, that's the thing Allah is all powerful over. And ihtimam is giving like even more importance to, a more emphatic nature to. Yeah? So those are rhetorical benefits of changing the khabar and the muta'alliq. We see that often in the Quran. But it's alright for us because we can identify what the mubtada is. So when we identify the mubtada, if we see a special mudaf or harf jar, straight away, that can't be khabar. That's a muta'alliq that's been brought forward. Must be. Remember that. You can't have harf jar, jar majroor, or zarf or the special mudaf as a khabar. So if you see after the is, that's a muta'alliq. Muta'alliq can only be that. Jar majroor or zarf. Can't be anything else. Yeah? So that's one type of abnormal pattern. Another type of abnormal pattern we see is when you have the muta'alliq and the mubtada. No khabar. The muta'alliq and then the mubtada. Right? So examples of that is we see in the Quran. وَإِلَى اللَّهِ الْمَصِيرُ. Okay? And to Allah is al-masir, the destination. So, ilallahi, what is that? Jar majroor. Yeah? And this is mubtada. Because you could say al-masiru ilallah. The destination is to Allah. You could say al-masiru ilallah. But the muta'alliq is being brought forward here. Yeah? So that's that there. Now, I'll give you another example. عنده مفاتيح الغيب. عنده مفاتيح الغيب. Sorry, the point is وإلى الله ism, the is comes there. Why? Because normally the is comes after the mubtada. Yeah, the is comes after the mubtada. But here they've switched around. So the muta'alliq has come first, then the is, then the mubtada. So if you see a circumstance where the sentence starts with the muta'alliq, then the ism comes after it. The is comes after it, then the mubtada. In this, like a situation like, or like this, indahu. So what's indahu? What's inda? Zarf. Indahu, with him. So this is now muta'alliq, because remember, muta'alliq will either be jar majroor or zarf. Yeah, special mudaf. Zarf and special mudaf synonymous. So indahu, and with him, mafatihul ghaybi, the keys of the unseen. The keys of the unseen. So this is what? Mudaf mudaf alayh. Can mubtada be mudaf mudaf alayh? Ism and ism. Yeah, it can be. So with him are, yeah, derivative of is, are the keys of the unseen. Okay? What is the grammatical, what is the rhetorical benefit of this? Ikhtisas. What does ikhtisas mean? Only. So, وَإِلَى اللَّهِ الْمَصِيرِ, and to Allah alone is the destination. And with him alone are the keys of the unseen. So it gives this concept of only. That's what happens when you bring the muta'alliq forward and you push the mubtada back. Yeah? This would be known as the mubtada mu'akhkhar, because we've made the mubtada mu'akhkhar, pushed it back. Aakhir mein aata hai, basically. Yeah? Right? Now, this rhetorical benefit of ikhtisas goes away when, right? Let's say we have, for example,
is ikhtisas exclusivity. Right?
yeah, basically only. Yeah. So what is this? Fi qulubihim maradun. What does that mean?
In the
So fi qulubihim, this is jar majroor, so that's muta'alliq. After it, that is marad, sickness. So in their hearts is sickness. So okay, so you would assume then that means in their hearts only. In their hearts only sickness, because it should give the concept of ikhtisas, right? No. Why? Because the mubtada here has no al. When the mubtada has no al, that goes away, and on top of that, that can only be like that. So for example, I could not say maradun fi qulubihim. No, you wouldn't do that. If the mubtada has no al, you always push it to the back. You always push it to the back when you have mubtada muta'alliq. So maradun fi qulubihim and fi qulubihim maradun has no rhetorical difference. It means the same. Right? The only time it has a thing is if it was like add an al. So in their hearts is the sickness. That means only then. Then it gives it. So if that mubtada is ma'rifa, i.e. has an al, then it gives this rhetorical benefit. If it has no al, i.e. has tanween, then that rhetorical ikhtisas it goes. It's just normal sentence. In their hearts is a sickness. Now, what's the beauty of that? Because where does Allah Ta'ala say this? At the start of Surah Al-Baqarah. And who is he describing? The munafiqeen, right? Now, what is Allah Ta'ala saying here? Fi qulubihim maradun. In their hearts is a sickness. If he said fi qulubihim al maradun, only in their hearts is sickness, what would that mean? They would have no chance to repent. You see that? Allah's given them a chance. You have a sickness, but you can go away. See that? The precision of Allah's words, subhanAllah. Okay? So in this circumstance, there is no rhetorical benefit of ikhtisas, but it's still a sentence. في قلوبهم مرض, it's still a sentence. في قلوبهم is the متعلق. After that, the mubtada. Yeah? Another example of it is okay. So أن لهم أجرا حسنا. أن لهم أجرا حسنا. Okay. So here حرف مشبه بالفعل, yeah, the حرف ناصب. Where is its ism? Can you see it next to the anna? No. So it's not a fragment. Okay. لهم here is what? jar majroor. Yeah. So that's the muta'alliq. Right. أجرا حسنا. That is the ism to that. Okay. But ajran hasanan, this is nakira, generic. So therefore it doesn't have a specific, it doesn't have this the ikhtisasi rhetoric like benefit. So for them is a good reward. Not for them only is a good reward. Yeah. Right. Okay. So that's abnormal patterns where the mubtada khabar muta'alliq is sometimes shifted differently. Okay. Now, how are we doing for time? Okay. Just two more points and then we finish. Then, so we have those where you have kind of abnormal patterns. Then you have sentences which get a bit more complex. So how do we get complex? We get complex by multiple khabars. Multiple khabars. So an example where we see multiple khabars is like this. Don't confuse this, okay? Wallahu, Allah is wasi'un alimun. Don't think that these two are sifas of each other. They're not. Alim is not a sifa of wasi'. Alim is a khabar of Allah, just like wasi' is a khabar of Allah. There's just two khabars. Wallahu wasi'un. It's like saying Wallahu wasi'un and Wallahu alimun. There's two khabars that are next to each other. So you see this sometimes.
No, can you not get confused? No.
They look the same, but think about it meaning-wise.
No,
How can
do they fit into those four categories?
Well, yeah, they do, don't they? They do.
So you need to know the meaning, or you need to know.
No. Think about it. Yeah, meaning-wise. How can you describe wasi' as all-knowing? It's not the sifa. It's not the sifa. Think about it from the sentence level. It is the khabar of Allah. So I'll tell you how you can tell. If you are to say, Khalid is a wise man. Wise man is sifa mawsuf. Man is the one doing described. Wise is the sifa. So can you say Khalid is a man? Yes. Can you say Khalid is a wise? No. You can't. You can't say Khalid is a wise. Whereas here, you can make two sentences. Allah is wasi' and Allah is alim. That's the way you can tell. Sifa mawsuf, you can't make two separate sentences. Yeah? Yeah? So if I say,
well, maybe you could say
Khalid is wise.
old
No,
man.
I'm not. Wise old man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're adding another sifa there, I'm afraid.
So isn't that the same though? That's adding two sifas as opposed to.
No. Two sentences. So I'm saying Khalid is a wise man. So you can say Khalid is a man. That's a sentence. Could you say Khalid is a wise?
No.
It's not a sentence. You say Khalid is wise, but we're not saying that here. We're saying Khalid is a wise man. We're describing not Khalid. We're describing the man. Sorry, Khalid, you're getting slaughtered here. But I'm giving you good sifas, yeah? True sifas, mashallah. Yeah? So you can't separate that as two sentences. Yeah? But if I say here, Wallahu wasi'un, you say Allah is vast, and you can say Allah is all knowing. That's two separate sentences. That work fine. Yeah? Like, okay, I'll give you an example. No, that doesn't work. Anyway, you get the point, right? So you can make two sentences, that one, and you can make that one two sentences. Whereas with sifa also we can do that. So this is two khabars. Khabar number one, and khabar number two. Right? So we'll see that. There's other examples in the Quran. So you have, for example, ربنا الرحمن المستعان. ربنا الرحمن المستعان. So Rabbuna, our Lord, yeah. So that's fine. Is Ar-Rahman. Our Lord is Ar-Rahman, the eternally merciful one. And he is Al-Musta'an, the one whose help is sought. They are both khabars of Rabbuna. Our Lord is Ar-Rahman, our Lord is Al-Musta'an. Yeah? Okay. Right. Another time that we will see, another complexity that we'll see sometimes is a sentence as a khabar. So we see a sentence as a khabar, right? So for example, if we see, for example, هذا هو الحق, right? So this is what I mentioned when we did the ishara. If I say هذا حق, what does that mean? If I say هذا الحق, that is this truth. This is a fragment. Why? Because the musharun has al. So how do I give musharun ilay to a ma'rifah? Okay, you add what's known as this is known as a referee pronoun. A pronoun who comes in the middle, yeah, like a ref does, okay, splits them apart. هذا هو الحق. This is the truth. You get it? So how you can basically transform this from being a fragment into now a sentence. But this pronoun has to agree with this word. So masculine, third person, singular. Haq, masculine, third person, singular. Huwa, third person, singular, masculine. Yeah? That's the condition. Remember that, because in your homework there's going to be an exercise about it.
Remember, there's a in the homework.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry about this.
Yeah.
So you know the first sheet that I gave, I should have clarified this, had basically the first class and the second class homework,
Mm.
and the second one,
No.
sorry, yes, no, well there was, but it was in the first one. So
Yeah.
the homework you for today, that's on, and it says homework 2. Well, it says nominal sentences homework. So I'll change them now.
It has the answers, but it doesn't have the homework.
No, it does.
No, I have just stopped.
No, you watched it yesterday, right?
Yesterday's, last week's.
Yeah, last week the homework, you know, for fragments,
Yeah.
For
the
fragments.
homeworks, yeah.
the video's there.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that was for last week's homework.
No, but
But-
that is the answer.
Yeah.
But
Where's the
homework
question?
sheet, yes,
The question is in
The
homework
first
1 PDF.
The
It
first
was
one.
in the first
Yes.
one.
That was in there.
I tried.
There's
I
In the
two-
first
It's in the
homework,
third
there were two
page.
sheets.
It's
Yeah,
third
two
page,
Two-
third,
two
fourth.
sides, both sides.
You know what I suggest you do? Print everything off. Yeah,
I was-
print it off because it'll be like, you know, much easier. Sorry, I made a bit. You know what I anticipated? I was hoping to do nouns and fragments in lesson 1. That's why I put the homeworks together. And then,
Because this,
yeah, so there,
two.
that one, and then the one before it. That was
This
last
one
week.
was first, yes, that one was second.
Okay, then I'll just do it like that.
Yeah, so that's my mistake. So I apologize for that. Anyway, so you add this referee pronoun to make it هذا هو الحق. So when I have a sentence as a khabar, so هذا is what? Ism ishara. So like we said, ishara after ishara straight away is. Right? This هو الحق. This is a sentence. Huwa is what? Pronoun, independent pronoun. So you can have is after this as well. So this is the mubtada, this is the khabar, but as part of the khabar, there's a mubtada and there's a khabar. هذا هو الحق. This is the truth. But you need the huwa there to make the truth as musharun ilay in a sentence, not a fragment. Remember, we're talking sentence level here, we're not talking about fragments. What I'm saying is, huwa al-haq, that's a sentence of itself. Huwa al-haq, it is the truth. Hada huwa al-haq, this is the truth. We need that huwa there. I'll give you another example of one.
So is that second who mubtada again?
Yeah, so this is mubtada,
That's the
yeah?
mubtada.
That's the mubtada of the big sentence. Then you have a khabar, and in that's the mubtada and that's the khabar. Okay, now let me give you another bit more. Okay, here's a better one. إنك أنت علام الغيوب. إنك أنت علام الغيوب. So إنك is what? Nasib. Ka is it ism. So that's mubtada there. So there's is straight away on that. Straight after that as it is. So إنك, indeed you, أنت علام الغيوب. This is now a sentence of itself. Why? Because أنت is independent pronoun. ضمير منفصل. So what did we say? After the here we go. After the ضمير منفصل. So that's a sentence as well. So that's mubtada. That's khabar, right? And then let's look at the khabar more deeper. Well, then we have this as the mubtada. And then allamul ghuyubi. What's allamul ghuyubi? Mudaf mudaf ilayh. Can khabar be mudaf mudaf ilayh? Yeah, ism plus ism. That's a khabar in the khabar. So indeed you use. So like saying you and then you again, that's like emphasizing it. Indeed you, definitely you are the all-knower of the unseen. That's part of the istikhara dua, yeah? وَأَنْتَ عَلَّامُ الْغُيُوبِ, and you are the knower of the unseen.
So
Okay.
how do you start to break that up? Because you can get confused because you've got multiple mubtadas in there.
Okay,
And
so
you got, yeah.
so what you do is, okay, so let's take all these out. So you just got this sentence, yeah? So think in your mind now.
You have to know the meaning to understand where the is
Not
goes.
necessarily. What you need to know is the grammar. So innaka, you know innaka is harf nasib, and the ka is its ism because attached to it. So what do you know about harf nasib? Okay, can khabar be harf nasib al-ism? No. Can muta'alliq be? No. So this has to be mubtada. So what does that mean? Mubtada, straight after mubtada is. You know that by process of knowing what mubtada can be, right? Right. Now, the rest is khabar now because after the is. So anta, hang on a minute. Anta can also be mubtada. What is anta? Is an independent pronoun. So that can also be mubtada. So then there's an is here as well. But we make a smaller line here because this is the start of the sentence, right? And that is the supreme is. After that, that's khabar. So we can do two layers of grammatical analysis. We do here mubtada and khabar, that's fine. Then let's go now with a finer tooth comb and look at this khabar. Well, we have this as a mubtada with a smaller is, and then this is the khabar. Is there any muta'alliq, jar majroor or zarf? No. So that's it like that. So you don't even need to know the meaning. I haven't even translated it at this point. All I'm looking at is how it works. I know that anta can be mubtada. I know that innaka is harf nasib can be mubtada. Yeah. I know that jar majroor can be khabar. So you work it out like that. Okay? Anything? Fahimtum?
So where you put the is,
Well, yeah, that's the game.
you need to understand what the innaka represents.
Well, yeah. Once you understand where you can put an is, and you understand what each word can be, then you're done. Then it's easy. That's what you just need to know that. Okay? Right. One final thing I want to mention, and then we finish here. And that is that you can have a possessive construction in the form of a sentence. Okay? So how do we do that in the Quran? Okay? Oh, no, does that happen? So for example, you can have laha sharab. So what happens? The muta'alliq of lam as a harf jar with an attached pronoun is brought forward. So li plus what does that do? It gives the nth thing of possession. So if I say so in this circumstance, so laha sharab, like for example, Allah Ta'ala says, okay, lahu mulku samawati wal ard. Lahu. So the lam, what is li? What is it? What does that mean? To or for. So lahu, to him, right? Mulku samawati wal ard. So if we were to translate this, what would we say? To him is the dominion of the heavens and the earth. But how would we translate that? To him belongs. It's a sense of possession. It's a sense of belonging. To him belongs, i.e., he is the owner of the dominion of the heavens and the earth. So how do we do that? We have the lam particle, the harf jar, with an attached pronoun. Okay?
Is it implicit in the meaning or?
Yeah, so,
literally it just means to.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the meaning. That's how you make like a possession in the form of a sentence. So Allah will do that in the Quran, yeah? He will do that. To him belongs the heaven and the earth. Like that. That's like possession, yeah. This one as well. Sorry, no. Li with attached pronoun or any noun actually. Sorry, any noun. Yes, it's any noun. So that li and its noun brought forward. That basically harf jar, isn't it? Li is harf jar, but it's just that li, nothing else. You bring that forward, you got possession. So for example, okay, للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين. للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين. للذكر. So this is talking about inheritance. So what happens in inheritance? You know, when it goes down, للذكر for the male belongs مثل the same as حظ الأنثيين. Okay, two of women, two of females. So we know in inheritance that when you inherit, then the males get two parts, okay, in respect of the females. So this is what Allah Ta'ala is saying. للذكر. So to the males belongs the like of two of the females. You get that? So that li there gives the concept of belonging. That's how you translate it, right? So how would you translate it? As belongs to. That's the point. So remember, this is about sentences, yeah. So if you have a sentence that says "Lahu mulku samawati wal ard," so how would you translate the sentence? To him belongs the heavens and the earth, the dominion of the heavens and the earth. You get that? That's a sentence. But we would, like we say "Lahu mulku samawati wal ard," to him is the heavens and like the dominion. The point is trying to say the belonging element, that's possessive element. Yeah. Also, you can also have you can also have like there is. So again, there's like a possession, but it's more like location. So an example of that is where you bring the muta'alliq before, like we saw in the abnormal pattern, yeah, where you bring the muta'alliq before the mubtada. So like that one. في قلوبهم مرض. So you could literally translate that as in their hearts is sickness. What would you say? There is a sickness in their hearts. So it's kind of possessive, but it's like more like in their hearts there is. So it's like using like, how would you translate that in your mind? So the point is, when you're reading, yeah, and like without pens and without annotation, what you're trying to do is make yourself understand what the sentences are saying. So when you see that, automatically see, okay, there is. So في قلوبهم, in their hearts, there is what? What is it? There is sickness. So that's when you bring the muta'alliq before the mubtada. Another example is another example is وبينهما حجاب. وبينهما حجاب. What's بينهما? بينهما is متعلق. بين is special مضاف, ظرف. هما is the مضاف إليه of it. It's attached to it, yeah. But and between them is a hijab. So between them there is a veil. Between them there is a veil. You understand? So that's what we're looking at. Okay? Anybody got any questions on this? What we've gone through today. So just to recap, right? Nominal sentences, the key thing with the nominal sentences, and sentence that starts with a noun, where is the is or the are or the am? Okay, where is it is or its derivative? So it'll come after a detached independent pronoun, will come after an ism ishara, will come after the harf nasib and its ism. Don't forget that. It won't come after like inna. And it doesn't make sense, like, it doesn't say indeed is. Indeed Allah is. Yeah, and it's yeah. Or it will come between a ma'rifah and a nakira, whether the al, right? From a labeling perspective, we have mubtada, before the is, khabar, the word or the bucket after the is, and the muta'alliq bil khabar, what attaches to the khabar. On a fragment level, what can we put in those quote unquote buckets? The mubtada, we can put a single noun or an ism, and ism plus ism fragment, like mudaf mudaf ilayh, like sifa mawsuf, like ishara musharun ilayh. And we can have the harf nasib and ism, but we can't have harf jar. We don't want to confuse the muta'alliq with mubtada. Mubtada, you can't have jar majroor. The khabar, you can have a single noun and a ism plus ism construct, and the muta'alliq will only have jar majroor or zarf, special mudaf, basically. Okay? We have some abnormal patterns to the mubtada, khabar, muta'alliq, normal construct that we see, in that you can either switch around the muta'alliq and khabar to give a rhetorical meaning of tawqeed or ihtimam, right, of emphasis and importance, or you can take out the khabar totally and put the muta'alliq forward. Okay? And that gives the rhetorical implication of ikhtisas, only. وَإِلَى اللَّهِ الْمَصِيرُ, and to Allah alone is the destination, in the end. Yeah? Well, that will be cancelled out if the mubtada in question is made nakira, has no al. So فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ, in their hearts is a sickness. That does not mean in their hearts only is a sickness. Okay? Then we have sometimes complex sentences where the khabar, there's two khabars, like Wallahu wasi'un alimun, two khabars. They are not sifas, they're khabars. Okay? Or in the situation where there's a sentence within the khabar itself. Within the khabar itself. Okay? And then we can have sometimes a kind of a possessive construction within a sentence by adding the lam harf jar with its majroor at the start of a sentence, like لِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنثَيَيْنِ أو لَهَا شَرَفٌ لَهُ مُلْكُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ, like that. And you can give the meaning of there is, where again you bring the muta'alliq forward. Okay? Final point. Whenever you push something back, it's known as mu'akhkhar. And whenever you bring something forward, it's known as muqaddam. So in this circumstance, fi qulubihim maradun, so the mubtada maradun is mubtada muakhkhar, and fi qulubihim is muta'alliq muqaddam, forward. Yeah, this is terminology. Okay, concepts needed. Right. So just to show you the homework, where are we? Yeah, so this is the mistake I made. Where is it gone? Homework 1, I put nouns and I put fragments in one document. That's the mistake that I made. So you probably think, well, where's the question? They were there, all right? And then so I've done the video for the homework 1, and which is just the 2 pages, and then the homework 2. which is page 3 and 4 of that document. Yeah. Nominal sentences, I'll put the homework up there, right? Have a crack at this, please, right? And try your best to try and do it beforehand, and then every Monday I'll normally put it up. Yeah. So you'll have it by Monday. But just try have a go. Okay? Right. Any questions? Anything anybody want to say on this? No? طيب. Okay. جزاكم الله خير وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. جزاكم الله خير.